All right, so with 17, 18, and 19, we are evaluating the expression, assume all variables represent non-zero numbers. All right, so with number 17, we have negative 8 to the 0 power. And again, as I mentioned in the previous video, it's important to be familiar with your rules of exponents because you'll recall that anything to the 0 power is just 1. So anything to the 0 power is 1. And so if we apply that rule here, well, let's see. This 0 exponent only has power over the 8. So 8 to the 0 power is 1, but then we have to slap on this negative. So we have negative 1. All right, well, let's take a look here at number 18. And circle that, that's our answer. Well, again, this 0 exponent only has power over the 13, not the negative. And so 13 to the 0 power is 1, but then we have to apply that negative. So we end up with negative 1, and then minus. This minus is this minus. Well, again, x to the 0 is just 1, so we end up with negative 1 minus 1, so negative 2. And lastly here, now this 0 has power over the whole thing because we're using parentheses. And so, what is anything to the 0 power? Just 1. All right, so just be careful there. You have to remember not only anything to the 0 power is 1, but you also have to remember your rules for exponents and parentheses, right? A power only or an exponent rather, only has power over what it's directly above. And in the case of like 17 and 18, since parentheses aren't being used, that power, that exponent only applies to the number, not the sign. Whereas with 19, since we are using parentheses, this exponent has power over the whole thing. All right, so that was 17, 18, and 19. We'll take a look at the next set of problems in the next video.